Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is KW, the blue collar worker, back at it with a new video. Today, I want to talk about planning a vacation and what's involved with it. And I got a special guest in the house, Sandy. Say hi, Sandy.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and Sandy. I appreciate everything. So let's get started.
Well, how do you choose your destination?
Well, it depends on a couple of things. It depends on what you want to see, where you want to go, what type of weather you want it to be. Do you want warm weather, decent weather, cold weather? What activities you want to do? All those things play a role in where your destination will be.
How do you pick your mode of transportation?
Well, it depends on do you want to do like a resort? If you do a resort, you'll probably just fly in and then, take a cab to the resort and then, you'll just be in a gated resort where everything is there for you, your food, your drinks, the beaches, all your activities, everything will be right there. But if you decide to do a road trip, then you got to decide whether you want to do it by train, by bus. Me personally, I like to fly in and use a rental car. And I have the rental car at the airport waiting for me. And I do multiple cities most of the time. So I make arrangements where I'll be dropping the rental car off at my last destination, last city, so I don't have to come all the way back to the first city to return it. And so that's basically the way I do it. I generally rent a car, but everybody have their own ways and means of transportation, whether it's bus, rental car, Uber, Lyft, cab, what have you.
How do you plan for your hotel costs and amenities?
Well, I try to do that in advance. You got all these places like Priceline, uh, Hotwire, Hotel.com. And what I used to do was I would reserve my room. And then now, when I get to where I'm going, I got to make sure I stay on that schedule, or, I might lose the money that I put up for the hotel. And what I learned is I just wait till I get there. And because you go all those places I just named and some, they're gonna give you good deals unless it's something really big in town. Like if you went to New Orleans, it's Mardi Gras. So well, naturally you're not gonna get no room. But I try to go in the off season, so I got the whole place to myself. So I can just wait until I get there, and then I decide where I want to stay at, and then and just take it from there. Now, basically, I like to be no more than 10 minutes out from the city center. I prefer to have like a parking lot so I can park my rental car. I like to be close to a shopping center or a mall so I can do a little shopping there, get me a bite to eat, and maybe even bring some stuff home if I got a kitchenette in my little hotel room, whereas I can even save money doing that. And I would prefer if they had free breakfast, even though you're paying for it, but it's a lot cheaper. The selection isn't that great, but all I want to do is put something on my stomach because the average breakfast when you out of town and you eating at some of these big hotels and restaurants, it can kind of cost you anywhere from 25 to even $40. So you can save money there too.
How long should the vacation be?
Again, it depends on your money, and it depends on how long you can stay away from the job. Will they give you 1 week, 2 weeks, 15 days? Me personally, I'm retired, so I can go anytime I want to, 365 days out of the year. So but if I'm traveling with someone that's working, then I try to work around their schedule, and then whatever they can get is what it is.
How do you factor in your spending money?
Spending money, basically, what I do, I try to calculate. uh, what is my airfare going to be, or whatever my transportation going to be. I try to figure that out. I try to figure out uh, how much is it going to cost me wherever I'm going, and I try to add a little bit more than what it costs. I try to have a little cushion. So what I do is, let's give me, for example, let's say if I'm going to Texas. Well, I want to know uh, how much is the airfare, how much is the rental car, because I'm gonna probably do multiple cities, and I'm gonna probably buy some souvenirs. How much is it gonna cost me to rent a car, put gas in the car? Is there toll fees involved? How much is that gonna cost? And then of course you're gonna eat, right? And then you gotta factor in your hotels, and so you gotta factor in all these things when you take a vacation. And this way, it's a comfortable vacation.
Well, you can only take one suitcase on the plane. What things might you need?
Me personally, I just take my toiletries. I take maybe one or two pair of pants. I take one pair of shoes. I take maybe five polo shirts that I can, change into. I like to take a jacket depending on what the weather is like when I go there. Generally, I do the off season, so you kind of around the end of September through the 1st of November. So it depends on where you're going. I try to take an umbrella, so this way, if it's raining, like when I went to New Orleans, you would get those spurts where it rained and then it automatically stopped. The umbrella came in handy. I make sure I got my phone charger with me for plugging it into the hotel room as well as into the car.
How will the trip be paid for?
Me personally, I like to save up for my trips because I don't want to put anything on tomorrow's money. So I'll save up for it throughout the year, and then when I go on that vacation, I'll charge it, but then I'll just cut a check at the end. And then this way, I'll have no worries about how am I going to pay for this trip that I had. It kind of lets the air out the balloon when you come back from a great trip, and then now you got to figure out how to pay for it. So I hope that answered your questions that you might have on what's involved with taking a trip. If you follow those simple things, I think you have a really great time, as well as you'll know pretty much how much money you will need to do that vacation, opposed to just going out there unprepared, spending a lot of money, and then coming back from the trip realizing that it costs more than you thought it would have cost. And so I want to thank my special guest, Sandy, for helping me out in this video. Sandy, I look forward to you doing another video with me, and thank you again.
You're welcome, and thanks for the tips.
You're welcome. Not a problem. Again, this is KW, the blue collar worker, back at it with another video. Press like if you like the video. Leave a comment if you want to do so. And press subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, guys. Take care now.